We are live. Hi.
Recording.
So I'm Eileen from Goddess Elite. This is Nanette. She is one of our reader healers here at the store. If you've been here, I'm sure you've seen her around or met her or even had a reading with her. So we are going to review a couple oracle decks for you today. So we're starting with Whispers of Love, which we both have.
Yes.
So do you want to start and tell me a little bit about, or tell us a little bit about what you like about this deck or what you might dislike?
So my favorite thing about the deck is the artwork.
Absolutely beautiful.
So the artwork, I have a few decks with this artwork, and
It's really pretty. It's aesthetically pleasing. What I like too is you don't have to pull a card and then flip straight to the guidebook. So, like if I were to just grab a random card, um, this one says demonstrate love. So you see on the bottom there's some writing. It's probably hard to read. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So it's easier to read more intuitively. And when you're with the client, the message comes across, a lot easier, especially like if it's tarot and it's, the Five of Wands. Like, I don't know off the top of my head, but these make it really easy. And it's a very warm and loving deck, obviously called Whispers of Love, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship deck.
Yeah.
It can be a self-love deck. It can be a
definitely.
rediscovering old love deck, or it can just be, guidance, for yourself or, who you are in life and where you're progressing. So it's really beautiful, like kind of like esoteric images. Like this is like a woman and her head's turning into a flock of birds. Like really interesting, which I really like. I'm when I go and choose decks, I'm a very aesthetic person. So covering up your face over there, I'm a very aesthetic person. So I go off of, obviously the box, right? So I'm seeing an angel with wings, but her wings are also a heart. And then the back of the box obviously gives you a few, of the cards and a little description, which if you've shopped here before, most of the decks do that. But so I picked this one up actually maybe like a week or so ago. And I've done a couple of readings with it, and they're just very warm, fuzzy readings. Like it doesn't leave you with I have a million questions or what does this mean? It's like reassurance, and that's what I like about it. I would say, and we talked about this before, the only thing I don't like is they're really hard to shuffle. Like the cards are really dense. So if you like that when you're doing readings, if you'd like to do that kind of Texas Hold'em, that sort of it's not, I mean, unless you got, I think maybe I have small hands, but it is hard to do that. I would love to show you, but I don't want to tilt the camera down and knock it over. But I failed.
Yeah.
Exhibit A is my cards look like this. But other than that, that is not a deal breaker for the Whispers of Love deck. This is one that we regularly carry. It's currently out of stock, but it should be back soon. You can always call and check in with us. And if it's something you're interested in, we can always order it for you too. It's absolutely beautiful, very warm, heartwarming, heart-centric deck. And I'm a heart chakra type person, so it's definitely one that's resonated well with me.
Yeah, and like you had mentioned, how it isn't just like a romance, like relationship deck. It is more so just like love, like self-love kind of. Like you have some of these like ask for help, just like receiving guidance. And this one I really like. It says slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. And you can see like her hair is like a maze, and there's also some fish. Kind of like go with the flow, just like let things come naturally.
Yeah, and sometimes when you can't slow down, it's because your mind is in a million places all at once, and you're stretched super thin, and you're going in a thousand different directions. So that maze kind of signifies that a little bit.
Yeah. So it's good. I do use it in relationship readings, but it's all sometimes during relationship readings, you do need more information about your self-help and self-love. So it's good to see what comes through. So this is the best way I found to shuffle this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not good at shuffling anything. So you'll see me dropping them. So that's our card. So we're going to do a 1-card reading here in this review, and it is consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. And that's from where you came from. So,
and I drew simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you.
So that kind of emphasizes that this isn't just like a love and relationship deck. It's a growth deck.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it.
Yes. And it is, I definitely like how she said too, the messages on the bottom kind of elaborate, and you can use it intuitively. Like the images and the artwork are just like perfect for that. Just really being drawn into finding things in the cards as an intuitive reading as well. So if you like this deck, you can come see us, and hopefully we have it back in stock.
Yeah, it should be back in stock soon.
And we can always get it for you.
Absolutely.
And if you would like, again, let's see. Oh, this card keeps popping out for me too. The romance.
Yeah, she pulled that one for me today, and I pulled it right before we started. For me, it's receive love and appreciation. It has probably fallen out of the deck 3 or 4 times since we started recording. So
And
it's time.
yeah, and the book does have more information as well.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's a nice little bound paperback book where it's not like you're getting a little paper pamphlet that you do with some decks. So like there's been some thought that goes into it. And it does, I think, have, no, I'm thinking of another one, but it probably will have, I didn't use the book, so probably hints on, right there. Yeah. I was just looking for the same thing. We're on the same wavelength. So it gives you ideas for spreads, for different ways of reading it, which, so there's a 3-card spread, relationship spread. And then it kind of guides you through. So
yeah,
I think both of us are like experienced enough where we're not quite flipping into the guidebook. So
yeah, but it's always fun to see if you even want to just take the book and flip to a page, new love, and kind of get messages that way too.
Yeah, and especially if you're new to Oracle or like any kind of divination, and you want to make yourself more comfortable with this deck, like reading for yourself before you start reading to others, it helps you to gain a little bit more perspective, not just looking at the card and saying receive love and appreciation. It's flip to it in the book and see the deeper meaning in that, because in this, what I'm getting is it's not just love and appreciation of yourself or other people. It's also a love and appreciation of what's around you. So you see that like she's got the snowflake in her hand, and it's appreciation of, the earth and the elements and stuff like that too. Yeah.
And it even says on the box, Oracle cards for attracting more love into your life.
We all need that, right?
Yeah.
So, but just to conclude, so this is one that we pretty much keep regularly in stock. It's just not right now because between us, I bought the last one. I'm sorry. And if I hadn't, I wouldn't be here telling you how great it is. So it should be back for us soon. Thanks for watching.